Hi, baseball lovers out there. My name is Ben Scott, and I'm here to talk a little bit of Major League Baseball today. I'm going to be doing this every day, and this is my first video. Alright, to start. Cubs fans, Schwarber's out for the year, man. ACL and MCL torn. Massive collision against Dexter Fowler, and it just took a turn for the worse. But the Cubs do have Munenori Kawasaki. They might be bringing him up to replace Schwarber, and you know how Kawasaki goes. All those dance moves, all those wacky sayings. He's just a fun guy to be around, so that can help the Cubs out in a big way. And, he's just a fun guy to be around. And on other news, Trevor Story, 4 games in the majors. And he has hit 6 home runs. That's an MLB record. And he's arguably one of the best shortstops already in the majors right now. He's arguably one of the best. And we might have to wait a little bit longer just to see if he can hold this up, but 6 homers in 4 games, that's crazy. And he might be an all-star, just no doubt right now. We might already know this, that he might be an all-star. And he's a beast, and he's showing it in a big way. On other news, the Cardinals, they're off to a bad start. I just got to say that right now. Getting swept by your rivals, the Pirates, you don't want to let that happen. And the Reds, blowing up the Phillies at home with a walk-off in the second game of the series, too. They're off to a hot start, and they're going to be facing the Pirates starting tonight in a series all weekend. So, yeah, they're facing their rivals tonight. Battle for first place there. And on other news, the Cubs, in the offseason, they did trade Starlin Castro. Now, that could have been a wise move because they got Adam Warren in return, who is a decent pitcher, and they got Ben Zobrist to take Castro's position. But Castro's blowing it up in New York, and I really don't know if they should have gotten rid of him because he's just blowing it up. And yeah, I just don't think they should have gotten rid of him. But Yankees are doing pretty decent this year, and they're off to a hot start as well. And Carlos Correa, Houston Astros, already up to 5 for 8 on hits. He is bombing right now. And Dodgers, in a 3-game series with the Padres, 0 runs for the Padres in 3 games, 3 shutouts. Kershaw, 2-hitter for 7 innings. Mahida, the new Japan guy that they got, he threw a shutout. They just blew up the Padres. But then next day they get smoked by the Giants. So it's just Padres are having a rough time. It's just Padres have no offense whatsoever. And on to the National League East with the Mets and Nationals and Phillies. Phillies lose, of course. Phillies are losing every year. They never get better. Marlins, Jose Fernandez, 5 earned runs in 5 innings. That's not a good way to start out the season. He needs to bounce back because that wasn't his best at all. We know he can do better than that. And that's up in the air right now, that division, because the Nats, they're doing decent. The Marlins and Phillies, they're not doing too good. So it's right now between Mets and Nationals. So on to the Tigers and Indians division and the White Sox and Twins. That's pretty much up in the air too because the Tigers are doing decent. Verlander, he's back to his normal self. Threw a shutout. And his bullpen did give up the lead, and they had to go into extras, but they ended up winning that game. But Verlander, he did good. He's back to his normal self. He just had injuries the past couple of years, which made him do worse. And the Tigers, I say they're gonna win that division. They look pretty good. They're stacked up with Justin Upton and the batting J.D. Martinez, Miguel Cabrera, with the pitching of Jordan Zimmerman, Justin Verlander, Anibal Sanchez. They look good. All right, on to the Astros-Rangers division. Astros, they're doing decent. They look like they might have a chance at that division. The Rangers, they looked okay, but the Angels, they look terrible. They look terrible. And so I think that's between the Rangers and Astros right now. So yeah, that's the six divisions of the that's six divisions. We're through the six divisions. So I'll see you tomorrow for the second video of my channel. Thanks, guys. Go Cubbies.